What's going on, guys? LSU Recruiting HQ back. I'm your host, Michael, and I am super excited right now because y'all know it is only 1 month away from LSU football. The time we've all been waiting for is finally coming. LSU starts camp this week. And boy, we got some stuff to talk about today. LSU recruiting was so hot the month of July. Unreal numbers. Signing 14. Well, not signing. Getting 14 commitments in the month of July. Just 1 month getting 14. Alright, and LSU added to that on Friday with a 4-star offensive lineman out of St. Aug, Tyree Adams. Another huge pickup for Brad Davis. This recruiting class is shaping up to just be, it's not going to be the one that's going to be your top class that everybody's going to talk about. But boy, is it filling every need that it needs to. The defensive line, the offensive line, all right, that secondary, all right, refilling the receiver room after Keishawn Butte leaves. I mean, this class is getting everything you could possibly want at it at a high level right now. LSU currently sits at 9th in the national rankings. All right, don't get too disappointed that they've been dropping. It's not going to stay like that for long. We still got guys like Sheldon Sampson out there. We got guys like the offensive lineman, Lance Hurd. Like, the class is going to be up there with the greats. Just give it some time. But right now, just looking at this class from top to bottom, I mean, they're filling every need. Every single position that LSU has been struggling in, you can see where they are hitting that hard in this in this recruiting class. Tyree Adams is the second offensive lineman to commit to Brad Davis in the last week or two. They also got the kid from Georgia a couple weeks ago. And I told y'all last video, Brad Davis, it was gonna start happening. Y'all just had to give it some time, man. He was gonna catch up. He did a lot of interviews, and he made sure to let people know that his time was coming too on the recruiting trail. And boy, is it ever. With another huge guy left out there to get, another in-state guy. Yeah, that offensive line class could be right up there with this defensive line class. I mean, you sign 4 top 200 defensive linemen. All right, you're in a position where you could sign maybe 3 top 200 offensive linemen. I mean, that would be huge as far as this offensive line is concerned. Brad Davis finally getting his guys into the lineup. And like I said, man, this weekend was so huge for LSU recruiting. The last major week, the last major week of the season as far as recruiting season and visits, until you get to your in-season stuff where you have guys coming to see games. Just going to run down a little bit of the list. So you had your 2023 commits. You had Holly here, Caleb Jackson, the 2 running backs from your home state, Kyle Parker, Ashton Stamps, and I'm just reading this down the list, so because I could not remember all these guys off the top of my head. Tyree Adams, Michael Daughtry, Whit Weeks, all these guys were on campus this week. But the guys you should be keeping your eyes on, Sheldon Sampson was here, Kylan Jackson was here. That's a guy who LSU is really high on right now. Javon Thomas, Texas A&M commit. That recruitment is far from over, so good to see him on campus as well. He is a DB from the state of Texas. And LSU's lone quarterback they're chasing after right now, Ricky Collins out of Woodlawn, Purdue commit, has maintained that he is sticking with the Boilermakers. But LSU just continues to push and push and push. because that's the guy left on their board right now, and we could easily see a flip commitment at some point in that. Um, but as of right now, he's saying all the right things, so I can't really go off of what he's been saying because, like I said, he's visited LSU a lot in the last couple months, and I know Mike Denbrock and those guys, Joe Sloan, have turned the heat up on that kid, and it's going to be a tough decision for him to see where he wants to go, and I got a good feeling that LSU is going to be right in the mix when it's finally time to sign those papers. So that's a good a good wrap up to the summer as far as recruiting. But like I said, man, it is football season, man. LSU football is finally coming. We will play college football games in the month of August. As of right now, it is July 31st, but we are just going to round up and say it's August, and we have college football being played this month. And I know if y'all are like me, that is the most exciting news in the world right now, because my world revolves around college football, and I know a lot of you guys does too, especially LSU football. And it's going to be such a fun camp because a lot of people are doubting this team. A lot of people aren't talking about this team, and I think that this team has potential not to be great, but to surprise a lot of people. I have a good feeling that this could be like an Arkansas of last year, where this team just comes out of nowhere, smacks some Florida State in the mouth. It gets off to a great start. Obviously, this team is not probably going to win a national championship or even compete for a national championship, but who's to say that maybe going to a bowl game, playing for your 10th win in Brian Kelly's first year, that would be a crazy major accomplishment after what we've watched the last 2 years. Coach O ran this program into the ground. All right, Brian Kelly, if he were to get 10 or 9 wins in a regular season, that would be absolutely amazing, because a lot of these recruits are sold on LSU, but they're not quite sold on Brian Kelly. And if he goes out there and makes a statement and shows what LSU is going to be, that'll be absolutely huge. And I'm like you guys, man, I just can't wait for football season. Another short video today, but man, we are going to start getting into this football season. Like I said, camp is opening up. We're going to start doing position breakdowns. We're going to start going over the schedule and what I think LSU's record is going to be. We're going to do that week before the season. And it's just going to be a great time, a great month of August coming. A lot of content dropping, and I can't wait to get with you guys and see where y'all's heads at about Brian Kelly and what y'all think about this team, man. If y'all are still watching this video, man, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. It is free. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to this channel. All it does is help us out and grow our platform even bigger than you've already done. And I can't thank you guys enough for supporting this channel. Like and comment on the video. If y'all comment, man, let me know what y'all think LSU's record is going to be this year. And I don't want no, unrealistic, guesses. I want y'all's real opinion when you sit down, look at the schedule, break it down. What is LSU's record going to be at the end of the season? And if you do that, I'm going to comment back at you and let you know what I think about that, And then another thing is, if you're not following on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, man, make sure to do that. That's where you get all the up-to-date stuff at. Anytime a commitment drops, man, we're first on the scene with the commitment posts. Getting that news out there as quick as possible. And my guy doing the edits is doing a great job, man. The edits look amazing. It's just been a great last couple months for the channel, and for the social pages on all across all platforms. We're over 1,500 on Facebook, and we're closing in on that number on Instagram, man. I've been going hard on Instagram trying to grow that. We're almost to that 1,000 mark. So if you haven't got us on Instagram, please go out there and follow us and give us a little shout out, like some of the pictures. get us in the algorithm so we can get more. And then once we get 1,000, man, we're about to hit 5K on Twitter, man. It's so hard to believe that I started this thing as a joke, man, in 2016, and it has turned into what it has today. But I'm so thankful for you guys, and I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys later on this week with more videos, more content. It's all coming soon. I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you guys for watching.